Hello guys, today I'll be giving 5 tips on how to learn K-pop choreographies faster. Tip number 1 is learning the choreography yourself. Imagine you're a toddler, maybe let's say a 5-year-old, and your mom is the tutorial and she's struggling to carry you. Why? Because you don't need her to carry you anymore. You don't need to use tutorials anymore. I guarantee you, once you start learning choreographies by yourself and you get used to doing that, you will be learning choreographies faster than a 45 to an hour minute tutorial for just like a minute dance. I can guarantee that. At first, it was a little bit difficult learning it by myself. Once I got used to it, I found myself learning dances within the 5 to 10 minutes, which is crazy, right? For like a 30-second choreography, I found myself zooming through it. So I guarantee that, and that is the foundation of this entire video, is giving tips on how to learn dances by yourself. Number 2 is slowing down the video to 0.80 or 0.70% speed, which you can use YouTube settings if you're learning a dance through YouTube, which I usually do as well. The reason I say learn it in 80% speed or 70% speed, compared to learning it at 50% speed, once you get back up to 100% speed, that is going to be drastically faster compared to 50%. So learning it in that 70-80% speed, there won't be much of a speed difference between that 100% and slightly lower than that. And I feel like it's just a perfect speed. It's a nice slow guide through, and then once you get back to 100, it's just slightly faster. So practice learning in that. Next, I recommend working on your extensions. Basically, when you're doing a move, make sure you're fully going through with the movement. For example, if you're doing this, but you're not fully going through with the movements and rushing into the next one, compared to this, where your movements look much cleaner, much crisper, and just overall more fluid. You can see how much better it looks, right? So if you practice on working that, once again, in the 70%, 80% speed, slowly going through the movements, make sure you're getting through those full extensions. That is super important as a dancer. Once you get through all those extensions, once you go into 100% speed, it's gonna look great. My next tip, when I am doing a dance, I usually watch the dance I'm learning maybe like 5 to 10 times before actually starting. But however much you want to watch it, I just recommend watching the dance multiple times before actually learning the dance. It's kind of like muscle memory, you know? You're just feeding the visuals into your brain. So by the time you start learning it, you already know exactly what you're about to do. If that makes sense, it really is like a muscle memory thing. It's really strange, but I promise you it helps. It's like repetition, that's the word. I promise it helps. So if you keep watching it over and over, by the time you get to learn the dance, be light work, piece of cake, and you'll learn it quicker than actually watching it for the first few times and be like, oh yeah, I forgot that was gonna come next. You know what's coming next, you just need to know how to execute it. And last but not least, learning 2 to 3 moves at a time. There's a difference between learning, like, you see this choreography, right? You're like, ooh, okay, I'm gonna learn all of that right now. I'm gonna try to execute that move in one go. No, work on just the boom, boom, and then work on the boom, boom, because those are separate moves. You can't go learning 5, 6 moves in one go and trying to execute it all at once. No, treat each movement as its own separate move. Even if this is one move, do this first and then get into that. Do boom, boom, and then get into that. So you go boom, 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 right? If that makes sense. So slowly go within the movements. Do not rush it. That is the number 1 thing. Like I said, when learning dances, it is just repetition. Because once you get to learning dances by yourself, it's just gonna be like clockwork. It's gonna be super easy, light work, simple. All the easy words like you can think of. That's exactly what it's gonna be. So I hope this was helpful to you. And if you have any more tips and tricks and secrets that I don't know about, feel free to share them down below. And if any of these helped you, please let me know. It makes me happy if you found this very useful. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.